Hello and welcome to the Sisel Product Call. This is Jackie Christensen. I'm your host for this evening. I'm a 5-star master distributor as well as a nutritionist and personal trainer, and I have a passion for health, not just my own health, but for other people's health, and love helping people with their health, and I love all of you discovering our incredible products, and I don't say incredible lightly. I looked at every single one of the products before I joined the company to represent Sisel and looked at each of the ingredients, and no one came close. That's really what it comes down to. We have an incredible company with just one-of-a-kind products. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Sisel Firming Facial Cleanser, and this product is something that it's kind of a sleeper. You know, it doesn't get a lot of attention, but it is tried and true. It cleans and firms the face. It can be used by any skin type. It balances your skin. It's ideal for oily to normal skin, and it's particularly great for teen skin, troubled, oily skin. It doesn't contain any harsh ingredients, detergents, sudsing agents, as none of our products do. And it dissolves excess oils and impurities on the skin. It's very gentle, and it's actually skin conditioning. It firms the skin. It has high-quality ingredients, high-quality emulsifying ingredients. It has conditioning ingredients and a wonderful peach and orange fragrance, if you can close your eyes and imagine that. This soap is loved by men, and I saw a few Fred and Eric both commented that they use this soap daily. It's great. You know, not all facial cleansers live up to their claims of cleaning and moisturizing and balancing, because all you have to do is turn over that package or the bottle and look at the ingredients. And in most products over the counter, you're going to find ingredients like sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a known carcinogen, 1,4-dioxane. You're going to see alcohol. You're going to see ingredients in there that are very, very harsh, and they strip the skin of oils and really leave the skin in worse shape than if you just left it alone or washed your face with water, which is not such a bad thing compared to washing it with some of the other products. Now, when I was preparing for this call, as usual, I always look at each of the ingredients and I give you a description of what they are, and if I can find what they do, I list that also. Well, I just thought for the heck of it that I would look at some other facial cleansers to compare, and I could not find the ingredients of the most popular facial cleansers. Isn't that interesting? Of course, we have none of them in the house, but things like products like Neutrogena, or I think it's called Cetaphil, Clinique, St. Ives, Aveeno, none of the ingredients are listed. They might list a few of them that look like they're great and they're moisturizing, but they don't say that they have SLS in them and SLES, and I know they do because I've picked them up at the drugstore. Or my kids, my teenagers, have bought them or wanted to buy them, and I point out the bad ingredients. So interesting. I did find some cleansers that you could buy online, some cleansers at Sephora, some cleansers from places like Whole Foods and things like that, or health food stores that truly have none of those parabens and pegs and toxins and sulfates that I mentioned. But most people are just buying their cleansers from the store, the facial cleansers, and they're using it, and there's a lot of alcohol in them too. So you have to be careful what you purchase. You have to get your customers actually looking at the ingredients. You want to educate people. Remember, create doubt and then educate, and then provide the solution. So most of these facial cleansers, they have detergents and soaps and these ingredients that mix with dirt and oils, allowing them to be washed off the skin. So the difference between a detergent and a soap largely depends on the ingredients. Detergents are synthetic cleansers and soaps are natural cleansers, and they're made completely different. Cosmetics Unmasked is a website you can check out, and these are the most common ingredients found in facial cleansers, and they are sodium lauryl sulfate, ammonium lauryl sulfate. Guys, these are not the good ingredients, okay? These are the ones to look out for. Sodium lauryl sulfate, ammonium lauryl sulfate, stearic acid, lauric acid, myristic acid, oleic acid, palmitic acid, just to name a few of the most common detergents. Okay, so keyword laureth, keyword sulfates, keyword detergent. You don't want detergents in your facial cleaner. So even though your face is dirty at the end of the day, it might be grimy, you don't want to clean it with a strong, irritating detergent. Now these products seem like they're really working. You should see some of the reviews that I read on the websites for Neutrogena and Clinique and St. Ives and Aveeno. Oh, it leaves the skin feeling nice and tight. It foams well, has nice suds. Well, that's funny because that's just kind of something that the manufacturers do. They make it sudsy and foamy to make it feel and look like it's really doing a great job. The suds and the foam do not clean your skin. So they make you believe that they're cleaning your skin. So actually, they don't fully clean the skin, and they actually may leave a soap film also that clogs your pores. Again, you're better off not using them at all. Use water is better instead of these product ingredients. So let's talk about Sisel's Firming Facial Cleanser. It's a highly effective cleanser, yet it is gentle to your face. There are no harsh detergents. There are no detergents at all. And the secret is a combination of 3 richly emulsifying oils. Yes, oils to remove dirt and other pollutants from the surface. These oils also clean embedded debris, so it's deep cleaning, dead skin, and body oils that clog your pores. Now, Sisel Firming Facial Cleanser, it leaves your skin feeling fresh and firm and wonderfully clean. It has a soft, velvety feel while you're using it as well as after you've rinsed and dried your skin. It doesn't feel dry. Guys, if you've ever washed your face with bar soap, oh my goodness, it feels terrible. I remember as a kid, I washed my face with Ivory, and I could hardly smile without feeling like my face was going to crack. And that's when I was a teenager. The Sisel Firming Facial Cleanser also has rich conditioning agents that leave your face with a fresh, firm feel. And because it's deeply cleansing and gentle, it's ideal for teens with troubled, oily skin, as I mentioned. I get that question a lot. What about my teenagers? They don't want to use anything. They want to use just the really harsh stuff with salicylic acid and sodium lauryl sulfate. What do you think? Well, this is it. This is the one, okay? We all know teenagers. This is the one for them. So it deep cleans and firms the face. It's good for any skin type. And let's go ahead and get right into the ingredients, okay? First ingredient is water. Second ingredient is called butylene glycol. It's used as a solvent and a viscosity decreasing agent in cosmetics and personal care products. Well, what does that mean? Well, viscosity decreasing means friction decreasing. It means it's going to allow it to just glide on your face, and you're not going to have to rub it on to get that cleanser going. It just kind of easily slides across your skin, okay? And it dissolves most essential oils. And then the second ingredient is cetyl wheat bran glycosides. This is plant-based from wheat bran, and it's just an emulsifier. Emulsifier meaning it helps blend with the other ingredients, okay? Almost like you can emulsify something when you put 5 or 6 ingredients in a blender and you blend it at high speed and it gets nice and fine. Think of it that way. So wonderful at blending the ingredients. Cetyl alcohol, this is a mixture of fatty alcohols consisting predominantly of 2 kinds of alcohols found in plants, cetyl and sterol alcohol, like plants from coconut oil, palm oil, and these are used in cosmetics as a stabilizer to thicken an emulsion and keep it from separating. It also is used as a foaming agent, so natural from plants, always good. And it contains emollient properties that leave the skin soft and smooth. All right. The next ingredient ingredient is, how do I say this? Oryza sativa rice bran oil, spelled O-R-Y-Z-A. And this rice bran oil is extremely effective in keeping your skin smooth and soft and wrinkle-free due to its complexity of components. The oil is obtained from rice bran and the outer coat of brown rice. So this coat is removed during the milling process, and it's rich in vitamins and minerals and protein. So this is what is taken off when they make white rice. It's full of essential oils also. Japanese women have long used rice bran oil for smooth and clear skin, and it's also known as Bran Beauty, unquote. The benefits of that, it contains a host of natural ingredients which fight free radicals to repair and prevent wrinkles and other signs of aging. It's very gentle. It's ideal for sensitive or fragile skin. It's rich in vitamin E, tocopherols. It's one of the richest sources of the vitamin E, tocotrienols, by the way. And it has an antioxidant 40 to 50 times more powerful than regular tocopherols in repairing skin damage. So the molecules are very, very small, so it's easier for it to penetrate into the skin. And that way your skin isn't left with a film or doesn't feel greasy or heavy. It's also rich in phytic or ferulic acids, which promote gentle exfoliation. So this would allow the skin to exfoliate. Fantastic ingredient in our product, and it helps balance melanin production. So it's excellent for facial cleaning. It also contains gamma oryzanol, which intercepts ultraviolet rays at the skin surface and hinders their transmission. So this is a great enzyme and does more than just clean your skin. As you can tell, it protects your skin also. All right, the next ingredient is shea butter. And shea butter is extracted from the nuts of the shea karit tree, and they bear fruit after about 15 years. It's an irremovable fatty acid that gives the shea butter its unique healing properties. It nourishes the skin. It naturally contains vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin F. Yes, vitamin F. A and E help maintain the skin and keep it clear and healthy. They're particularly healthy for sun-damaged skin. They help prevent premature wrinkles and facial lines. Now, vitamin F, probably haven't heard of this one before, but it acts as a skin protector and rejuvenator. It soothes rough, dry, or chapped skin, easily penetrates the skin, allows the skin to breathe, and doesn't clog pores. So shea butter has a high level of cinnamic acid, which is a natural sunscreen. How about that? It provides some degree of protection from the sun. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it's also helped to heal cracked, dry skin, and it keeps it hydrated and moisturized. Let's see. I don't need to get into all the details, but it also contains fatty acids which help in retaining the skin moisture as well as maintaining skin elasticity. So it consists of these vital fatty acids, two of them, linoleic acid and alpha-linoleic acid, which can revitalize damaged skin, and it is also readily absorbed into the skin, which helps improve skin elasticity. So some real heavy hitters here in our formula. So the rice bran oil and the shea butter oil. All right, the next ingredient I had never heard of before. It's called Babu Su Oil. And it's a solid. It's expeller pressed from the kernels of the Babasu palm tree. The tree is native to Brazil and serves as an important economic resource to Brazil. When the nuts ripen and fall to the ground, the kernels are gathered and cracked open by Babasu breakers, women who crack open the nuts. The meat is then removed and pressed, and this Babasu oil is similar to coconut oil in its properties. It's used in many of the same industries. In fact, it's high in lauric acid, just like coconut. It melts around the same temperature, 76 degrees, and or upon contact with the skin. It's used for soothing and has protective and emollient ingredients. And it also penetrates quickly, does not leave a greasy afterfeel. That's why your skin feels so good after you use the Sisel Firming Facial Cleanser. There's nothing there that just weighs heavily on your skin. Everything is readily absorbed. The next ingredient is panthenol. It's made from panthenol. You might have heard of that. And it's used as an emollient and has conditioning properties. The rest of the ingredients are just kind of, they're not the main ingredients, they're the supporting ingredients. The next one is, I can't even say it, hydroxypropyl stearidimonium chloride. It's a conditioning agent. Benzyl PCA, this is a moisturizing active ingredient. And then you have phenoxyethanol. It offers a broad spectrum of antimicrobial activity against bacteria, molds, and yeast. It's a stabilizer in this product, so it helps it, keeps it from going bad, in other words. And then, of course, you have the peach and orange fragrances, and these are natural fruit fragrances, extracts. And the next ingredient is called sclerotium gum, and its more common name, I should say, is called Ultra Pure Gel, and it is a state-of-the-art natural thickening agent that offers multifunctioning gelling and stabilizing. It has skin softening properties. It's derived from the fermentation of sclerotium, which is a type of mushroom, and it's a polysaccharide polymer. Probably too much information, but basically when you add this to your formulations, it allows for the development of stable gels and creams that deliver excellent sensory characteristics. In other words, it feels good, glides on your skin well. And it has a film-forming property and acts as a natural skin moisturizer and skin smoother. Let's see here. It also keeps the skin, it helps support the skin natural moisture levels. And the last two ingredients, which is a form of vitamin E called tocopherol acetate. It's a natural skin conditioning agent and antioxidant, and it is more effective than regular tocopherols, and it is considered to be more stable and less acidic. And the last ingredient is potassium hydroxide. It's a white deliquescent alkaline solid used in the manufacture of soap, liquid shampoos, and detergents. Now, do you notice that this ingredient, this is actually the soap, is the very last ingredient in a long list of ingredients? And you know, when you have an ingredient list, you have the ingredient first that has the most concentration, and then it goes down in order to the least amount. So the least amount is last. So I thought that was pretty impressive. All right, so that is the Sisel Firming Facial Cleanser. I want to hear from you now. If we could get a couple testimonials, that would be great. Remember, guys, we are recording, so I'm going to go ahead and mute out all the lines. If you do have a testimonial for me, press *6 and you'll be unmuted. So actually, I guess I don't need to do anything. So I know, Eric, you have a testimonial for me, don't you?
You know, Jackie, hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Look, I tell you, the more I use these products, the more I get introduced to the products of these calls, I'm just amazed. And actually, I was introduced to the product through one of our friends, Dr. Harold Cherney. He had started using it back last year, and I started using it. And everything you say today on the call, Jackie, it's so true. It just firms up your skin. Your skin feels softer, but yet it just feels good. And you know, and again, any guy that's listening to this call, this is skincare stuff. This is not about putting makeup on and things like this. It's taking care of your major organ is your skin, and I just love it. And that's all I can say. I'm not an expert in how it's formulated. You did a great job with all that stuff. Whatever those ingredients are, it definitely makes a different impact. And again, knowing that I'm putting something on my skin that's toxic-free and healthy and clean, that's really good for me. So I can't say enough about that product. It's phenomenal. And here's the thing, Jackie, for me, I don't just use it for my face. I'm using it on my arms, my legs, and things like that as well. So if that helps any, there you go.
All right. That's exactly what I was looking for. And I have a question, whether you can answer this or someone else giving their testimonial. What about when you're washing your face and you get it in your eye? Does it sting?
You know, that's funny. No, it doesn't. In fact, because what I do in the morning, I shave before I jump in the shower, and I use the facial cleanser on my face after I'm done shaving. And there's sometimes it does get near the eyes, but no, I don't. Maybe a little tingling, but nothing like having any. No, nothing like irritation where your eyes are watering and red or anything like that. So hopefully that's the answer you're looking for. Because no, it does not for me anyway.
Okay.
So.
Hey, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. All right, who else has a testimonial for me? Press star 6.
Jackie, it's Barb. Can you hear me?
Barb, go right ahead, and then we'll take the next caller.
Jackie, this is Fred in Reno.
Okay, go ahead, Fred.
Well, I'll just tell you all the above of what Eric said. And, you know, I'm 76 years old, and this is a wowsome product. That's a new word that I just invented, because it's not only awesome, it's wowsome. My arms are kind of dry and flaky from Nevada dry air, and I don't have that dry, flaky skin anymore. Plus, I notice that my skin on my arms is tightening up. So
wow.
All I can say is it's just a phenomenal product.
So it took away the dryness, and it's firming up. I'm taking notes, Fred. That's excellent.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I use it on my elbows, too. I just love it. It's right after I put my real hot water on my face, and I just leave the water on there, and then I just put a little bit, not even a dime's worth, in the palm of my hands, and rub it together and kind of suds it up, get a little bit of sudsy, and then put it on my face, and then use the rest of it for my arms and my elbows. And, man, I just love it.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I certainly appreciate it. We're going to go to Barb Grindy now.
Hi, Jackie. It's Barb.
Hi. Go right ahead.
You asked about in the eyes. Well, I used to use all the bad stuff to take off my eye makeup.
Okay.
This stuff takes off your mascara. It does a wonderful job.
Wow.
And no, it does not burn your eyes one bit.
Wow.
And my husband has kind of, with working out in the weather, his arms are kind of dry and flaky. He was using another product, which we can't get anymore, which is probably good because I checked out what was in it. And this stuff has been helping him, and his arms are not as that dry and scaly kind of from the sun weather beating on him. And I also have eczema on a shin. I haven't had it since I've been using this product there, too.
Wow. Okay, so eczema, remove scaling skin, removing flakes, firming the arms, feels good, doesn't burn your eyes. These are great. We have time for one more. If anyone has a testimonial, press star 6. I'd love to have you share it with us.
Jackie, it's Marion.
Hi, Marion.
Can you hear me? Hi. I have one.
Great.
Another thing it does for everybody, it definitely feels like your skin has been cleaned. You use other cleansers, that does not happen. Okay? That's mine.
Wow. Okay. All right. Very good. You know what? It's funny because we talked about everything else, but that's really what the main use of this product is. It is to clean your skin. So that is that is a great point. And I'm sure, you know, I just started using it because I was finishing up a product that I had all natural also, but I just started using it about 2 weeks ago, and I noticed that it left my skin moisturized at night. I didn't feel like I had to put more moisturizer on, but, you know, out of routine I do anyway, but you can get away with not putting any lotion on top, so it really is nice. And as I mentioned that, it is a great start to your routine for the day or for the evening, especially ladies that are moisturizing every evening and in the day before we put our makeup on. It's great to clean your face entirely, and that's kind of the start. And then you can put on some of the other Sisel skincare products, maybe the Actify 6000 or one of the other products, and then that can be your starting point. So that's your clean foundation, and then you're doing another moisturizer perhaps, and then your makeup. So it really just starts your whole routine off right in the morning. So thank you, everyone, for sharing with me tonight. Thank you for being on the call with me. Always great to be in your company. This is a great product. And next week, I should plan ahead and tell you what we're going to be talking about. But next week, we'll be talking about the hair gel and maybe another product as well, maybe the shave gel. So we'll see if I want to combine the two. But stay tuned next week, same time, same channel, and we'll do it again. So I'll be posting this in the back office here